This is our second round of costings on a project that we've just been currently working through. So as part of our pre-construction, and this is why I stress it's so important when going through the pre-construction phase, that you don't just have a builder that gives you a price, but they work through you and act as a consultant through this process, because some of the biggest benefits is making sure that you have a clear understanding of what your builder's doing rather than just a price on a piece of paper. So just turn this music down. But this just here, so this is how we use to clearly identify our scope and what we're doing. So for example, we've had our first round of costings, and from our first round of costings, I've taken down some notes where we need to make any changes based on the owner's requirements. So this is how, for example, this is our demolition. So this gives us a clear indication on square meterages and what size we're attacking. So this is going to be the stage we're doing demo in. This is where we're going to be framing and doing any adjustments with that. So anything that needs to be made clear, because quite often I find with renovations is that there's the whole house that's obviously there, and there needs to be, quite often I find there's, where do you stop and start? So by outlining these with our software that we use, it gives us a good idea on what we're doing, where we're building. It paints sort of clear lines on what we're attacking. So things like this is the roof area and the new coverage that's going to be going on. This is I think that was a concrete slab area, so this is where we're going to be doing the concrete slab. Handrails and screening. So I just take my notes and then I just clearly label these out. So going, hey, this is where all your handrails are stopping and starting, and this is where we've allowed for. And then through our first round of costings, we can make adjustments with the client and go, well, no, we don't want that there. We want to get rid of this and make some adjustments as needed. Eco deck, where we're going to be doing our decking, and then you can see example, this is the existing deck, so we're not going to be touching that one. So it's just making sure that you have a clear scope of works, and quite often I find a lot of builders don't do this because purely they do not get paid to work through this process, because I find this is most important, because I've found I probably spend more time with people in this stage, like sometimes almost twice as long in this stage working all this information out than I do actually building with people. So this one is we're probably, since we've started design, we're probably about 3 months in. So you can see it takes a little bit of time to get through the process, but it's all in the detail, it's all in the notes, it's everything to creating a scope of work so everyone's clear on what's getting done. And the benefit of not just you knowing what's getting done, you get a very, very accurate costing. We minimize the amount of time delays. We can have a really streamlined process, and we're not having to go back and forward while we're building, trying to make decisions on the fly. We make all the decisions up front. We spend the time and do this properly, and once it's planned out, it makes life so much easier. So, new wet area bedding, here's some notes. We've just had to make some amendments to some painting, so we will adjust that. But just things like this is so key. So if you have any comments or questions about this, chuck them in the section below.